What's up, gamers? Neo Squad here. Welcome and welcome back. Very excited. Today is the 1.0 launch of Ostranauts. Welcome, welcome. So I am just pulling up the game now. Whew. I have been working my butt off trying to get everything done for this launch. So what is Ostranauts? If you're unfamiliar with the game, welcome. I have no idea how you found yourself coming over here, but glad to have you aboard the ship. I will try not to horribly decompress the compartment and have everyone asphyxiate. Oh man, so this is how does the devs describe it? It is a hardcore noir space sim. I like to think of it as a Shipbreaker meets the survival aspects of something like Project Zomboid. Let me switch my chat and activity over so I can see everyone around. Okay. I will go through stuff as people want. Any questions, please feel free to ask. I've got about 150 hours in this game. It just released in its 1.0. But let me full screen game it up. Welcome, and Ostranauts audio is coming through. Nice. Always a question mark with the way I've set things up. The way I've set things up makes recording much easier. So I can get videos for YouTube and clips for stuff like Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube. But we are going to start a new playthrough. We may pause at some point today if they officially release their 1.0 changelog to look through it. But for right now, let's just go. I did get a pre-release press build. I was not allowed to release any videos or stream any content until 1 p.m. today. I wish they would not put. I get the stickers are an aesthetic thing and the writing. I love it in everywhere in the game except right here. When you're creating your character, I want to be able to see the face clearly. I do love the aesthetic. You can put it outside. You could have stuff stuck partially underneath the mirror. I even think these light scratches are okay because you can still really see what the person looks like. You, sir, a Liam Watts. You look like a Liam. Let's go with you for our 1.0 release. Let's see, a shipbreaker. I feel like my mother is always a criminal, no matter what. The father tends to change. Shipbreaker, sometimes I get a officer, which is always interesting when an officer and a criminal have a child. We're going to try to stay young. If we end up going past 29, trying to get what we want, we'll push a little farther to try to tweak, to remove any negatives we gain. We'll start with living life. All right, rare salvage. So I will start by smuggling it to the black market, gain my black market contact. Sharif Fuentes looks to be our black market contact today. And, ooh, I will call my technicality, gain gambling. Oh, I wish I got the other one that gave me the EVA suit skill first. Here I will... I always miss electrical engineering. Forget if it's troubleshoot or jury rig that gives electrical engineering. Hacking is nice. I can get hacking elsewhere, though. I will jury rig, get mechanical engineering, brave and coordinated. Okay. Oh, okay. I will instigate violence on the shady deal. I want armed and unarmed melee. I'll live life one more time. Here we go. Daily grind. Get me that sweet, sweet suit maintenance. EVA suits and patient are critical. Physics, I will trade away. I'll live life again. And, ooh, okay. Here I will fake the pressure alarm. I did not yet get hacking. This will give me hacking and genius. And then I'll live life one more time. I already have hacking. I will mislabel the crate to gain leader. Let me tweak my skills real quick, because I have some things I'm willing to trade away. I don't care about gambling. Unarmed melee I can get rid of, and physics. So that's 4 years worth. I will start, as I always do, with micro G hypovolemic. Let's remove that. And then I have 3 years. I will get rid of unfit. I expect to get enough to go back into this and get rid of, like, feeble, and I don't care about finicky. So feeble and visually impaired are really the big ones I want to remove still. But I like to do this with 0 year, where I use skills I gained through living life to remove stuff that I really don't want to have sticking around. I'll apply that. We still have a little bit of time to live life. Hacking them can give a ton of money. Hacking the King Incognito. But I will seduce them because I can trade in cooking, dancing, or while tweaking skills. I'll live life one more time. Ooh, okay. So the rare salvage. Last time I smuggled it to gain the contact. I'm gonna try to take it for myself. Nice. So I got the Hydra to begin with. Depending what happens, I might just sell it. I feel like Hydras are much more common now that the 1.0 is out. So, good chance I sell this Hydra. Alright, 27. I want to get out of here before age 29. I really wish I could have gotten an EVA suit. With the EVA suit, you can get the coffin, which is a beautiful start. I'm going to tweak skills one more time. Something most people don't know, which I just mentioned, but I see a lot of viewers coming in. Welcome, welcome. You can actually get rid of positive traits to get negative years. The total cost can't be negative, but say I get rid of cooking and dance, I can then come down here and remove feeble for free. I do want to remove visually impaired. I'm getting rid of most of my negatives. I'm fine with finicky. It's not a big deal. Immunosuppressed and insomniac can be inconvenient, but again, not a big deal. I would like this to cost 0 years. I'm gonna kill street etiquette. No, I like that one. I guess I'll stop being beautiful. Yeah, no longer beautiful. Okay. I will apply that. So I want to get out of here before age 29. When you seek ship, if you take the ship, you do not age another year. So I essentially have ages 27 and 28 to find my ship. And then we will fix our money and move on from there. Let's seek our ship. A Testudo Melody. Not a bad one. The mortgage is huge for a service tug that I don't think has an actual tug on it. This one doesn't have much room. I am going to continue career and check one more time. We will seek a ship. All right. The Ryoka TU-76A, the salvage tug. I feel like I've been getting this one a lot lately. Unfortunately, I don't want to hit 29 years old. If I do, I'd probably continue to live life to get close to 40. It's either 41 or 42 where you get a bunch of negatives again. And I would try to cancel them out and get more money. So we will take this ship. We will stay young. And we will submit. Oh, nice. There are achievements now in Steam. So I have the tutorial disabled. I am fine with that for now. I do have this Hydra, which is nice. Let's equip the coveralls. We will equip this shoe. We will equip that shoe. I always right-click equip shoes because I have a bad tendency to mess up left and right on them somehow. And that actually causes you issues physically. Let me toggle the power, because why not? I'm just going to put this on the floor for now, so I move a little faster. First thing, go to the rack. Get your tote, get your pressure suit in the hand and out to put the helmet in the pressure suit's clip. One thing to note, if you right-click and go inventory, it will unpause the game. But if you take any item that has inventory, either put it in your hand or drag slot, it opens it up without unpausing the game. Useful little tip, I know. I know I'm going to get rid of the hacksaw and the screwdriver. I will upgrade those. Check this. Put it in the hand real quick. It has vodka in it. Maybe I'll sell the vodka, get some water. Maybe I'll keep it. Check out the bins. We'll grab the shirt. I'm going to move this inventory thing over there. Inventory. Another t-shirt to sell, inventory, another t-shirt to sell, more t-shirts, and a small mechanical part, which itself is not a big deal. Okay. We'll drag this out. No reason to go to the sinks because I don't have any empty drink pouches. We will head out. Alright, the door to K-Leg slides open as you're greeted by a familiar aroma of station vendor fare. Spot prawn, stir fry, and suya curry, kebab. Alright, so we are on K-Leg, which is a station orbiting, I believe it's Ganymed, the asteroid. Is that an asteroid or a moon? I always forget. But we are on this station and we'll come out. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to drop that so it doesn't slow me down. Come over here, install that conduit over here so I can get in this door easy. 1.0 speed, that's going to be painful. Unfortunately, I did not get electrical engineering in my short character creation. That's okay, because you can go up to 16x speed. Hold Alt to look and see what you can interact with. There is this rack. Oh, right now there's fog of war by default. If I press F1, the war is gone. It's weird because I can still see everything happening over here. It just has this grayed out. It's not like you can't see people. So I'm personally not a big fan of the fog of war in the game. So I will not use it. Go back over this way. We will toggle the switch. And now to not drag and slow me down, you can actually just grab with your mouse and then just pretend it doesn't exist right now. We'll grab the crowbar. I'll put it in the toolbox. And I know I have a quest to pry this open, so I'll just do that. Little tutorial quest, so it doesn't jam up my goals. Now I'm pretty broke. I'll put this in my hands in case I want to trade it here. What do I want to buy? I really want a backpack. There is no backpack. Fine. I guess the tote bag will do for now. Let me sell then. I will sell first. You don't want anything. I'm gonna get out of there then. Home, zones. Let's make our entire ship a zone. Add the zone, then we'll edit it. And selecting the walls doesn't necessarily do anything. But if I'm gonna select some, I should just select it all, right? And then down here and over here. Oh, missed one right there. This will be a haul and barter. I am so sorry about that. I just knocked over my mic. That probably sounded horrendous. Ship with a P. That's a haul and barter zone. And because I'll send it right to the ship. I'm just going to send it to the ship. Because we don't have the backpack, I will just send what I need right over. And I don't need to sell first. I need the Gott and Halverson chargers, the grinder and the drill. Have a soldering iron. The grinder and drill replace the hacksaw and screwdriver. The Pro Toolbox I might do because there's no backpack. It is expensive though, and I actually can't afford it right now. There are pristine batteries available. There are no used batteries available right now. I'll grab an extra Gott and Halverson battery. 1,100. I'm going to be broke as a joke. But that's what I need. So I'm going to bring this intake over. I will actually install it and uninstall these other intakes. Again, put it down, grab it with the mouse, so I walk faster. And then, let's orders. We will do equip and can. We will uninstall. And we're going to uninstall intakes, the canisters. I just want to make sure it's only intakes and canisters that are being uninstalled. Yep, okay. I'll auto task that. And turn on open airlocks for my guy. And since I have all the tools, do I? Where are... There's battery. Where is everything? I definitely purchased them. Optical sensor. Oh, they came down here. Oh, that's weird. They always end up on the north, but something they did on the 1.0, they decided to show up down here. That's okay. I'm just gonna speed up time. And I am going to then go loose and repair that intake. We'll do some repairs over here. Okay. Do I have what it takes to repair the damaged intake? That is the question. Repairing an N2 can. He has not yet attempted to repair the intake. He's still restoring everything, and now he has to repair. Oh, he found a motor somewhere out here. It was going too fast, so he stole a motor? I'm not going to complain, because he is getting the repair done. But this means, let me now restore it. Because these 3 Kangs, I'm going to sell. Whoops. Intake, restore. Did not mean to right-click like that. Next step, I'm going to sell these. I will clean up my ship by selling the trash. It's only 2 cents each, but it's in a zone, and then I don't have to go around picking it up. I'm essentially getting paid to have someone clean my ship. Okay. Let's slow down time again. I'm glad everyone's here and hopefully enjoying themselves. I don't have a license. I am broke. So I have to go to the scrap to sell. Let's go trade here. So we get to sell. All right, let's sell a bunch of crap. Shirt, screwdriver, hacksaw, dirt. I need that stuff. I could live in the pressure suit, sell the shoes and coveralls. I'll keep them for now. Let's sell this shirt, and then off to the ship. Dirty cloth, sell it. A bulkhead bin. It is installed, so I can't sell it. I could sell the parts inside. electrical parts, aluminum, some actual parts. The regulators you don't want. Really? You don't want the intake regulators? Well, let's sell the trash to clean up the place. There's trash in that bin. Alright, 90 credits. I'll accept. I am shocked that I can't sell these loose intake regulators here. Let's look at the gig nexus. I will need to do the gig nexus to get a little bit of money so I can get my first license. So this is going from the port to commercial. I don't have enough money to do this. Oh man. Okay, I have 270. Well, I need something. God, this is such a horrible label placement. Oh my god. It's the only one that has pick up and drop off on the station. Oh my. Okay. I need to make, what, 102 more bucks? Let's go. I do have the black market access. I'm going to access the transit and go to the old emporium. Hopefully. Alright, so this talks about mescaform. Hopefully, Sharif Fuentes, my black market contact, will take these intakes. If not, I'm kind of a little stuck. Sell. Ship. Please, please, please. You don't want them. Oh, noes. Do I have to sell my Hydra? I am shocked that no one... You know what? The coverall, cigarettes, and the sneakers. Let's sell those. I will take out my knife and my pouch because I want to keep those. But let's take off the shoes. I'm going to put the shoes in the pockets. Sell the whole thing. Pressure suit so I have shoes. I'm even willing to sell the work lamp in order to gain the one... Oh my god, the one courier job I don't have the money to put down. That is actually insane. Back to the port. We buy crap. Sell. Alright, let's sell the coveralls, the shoes, the cigarettes. 129. That's going to put me just high enough. I could have also sold the toolbox, but we're already pushing ourselves to kind of to the limit. Okay, I can afford the down payment to take this courier job. From the port to the commercial, I'm at port, so I will take the gig. This is interesting. A courier that wants to go to the Los Angeles Construction Zone Bridge, which is over 1 AU away. Just one really quick check. Yeah. Once I finish this one, I think a new one will appear. We'll access the locker. Alright, Vaca. God, these people are so lazy. Access transit. Off to commercial. We will then get this. Talking about the commercial district. So eventually we'll be using the ship broker to buy pre-owned, to buy derelict vessels, fix them up, make some nice rooms to increase their value, and flip them for huge profits. We're going to need like 200 to 500k in order to start doing that, to just buy them. Embassies eventually will want citizenship places so we can have a bed. Self-care for medical. Hopefully we never need to use that. Go to the access locker here. Go back up to 2x so this doesn't take forever. I'm going to right-click those out. Here's your vodka. We will use it, go to my gigs, and turn it in. I believe I've done it within the 31 seconds, so I should get the full platinum tier payout. Nice. And then go to open gigs, and I will refresh them. And hopefully at the bottom, yeah, there's always at least one courier mission at K-Leg, I believe, from my experience. This one I gotta go back to the port to pick up, back to commercial to drop off. So we will access the transit, back to the port, and I'm only doing this until I can get the license, because I want to do stuff legally. I don't want the police boarding my ship and taking my stuff. Gig Nexus, we'll go to this one. The ones that spawn, oddly, only have a cost of 1. I think that's a bug. When you refresh to force a new K-Leg mission, the cost goes down to 1. So we will take the gig, go into commercial again, access the locker. Ooh. Let me read this real quick. It is good for 2 hours, not worth stealing. We will go to commercial. Yes, I could have just abandoned it, especially because I only spent $1. It is USD in the game, so it is $1. I could have abandoned it, but we'll go to my gigs. We'll turn it in for the platinum payout. Open gigs, refresh, go up to the bottom, from port to Old Emporium. We are almost there, guys. I promise we'll get underway soon. Most people, though, have never done quests in this game. So, this is something new for a lot of people to see. Alright, so port to Old Emporium. I will take it. I will go access locker with the 1 key. Wait, 10 clean cloth. How much are you paying for this? It was to Old Emporium. Big Nexus will access the locker. How much did someone pay me for 10 scraps of cloth to be transported? They paid $2,361? That's absurd. Let's see. So we are going to be about 2,000 short to pay our mortgage, but we do have enough time in the shift to do a salvage, get back, and sell some stuff. I don't want to do any more of these. Let's go salvage something, shall we? Let's get back to the port and do some salvaging. I will buy a 24-hour license. Take that license out of my hand, put it there. I need to then pick up. I will still... Oh, yeah. I can trade at the kiosk now. Will you take my intakes? You will. You will take my 3 Kangs. I have to remember to install now the Hydra. And I have to decide where I want to install it. I'll accept the payment that the license desk takes. I don't really have a choice. I'm kind of forced to. Recharge my battery. Now then, let's just sweep up a little bit, shall we? Just floor there. I want to reverse this pump so it's pumping into here instead of into the airlock. Seems absurd to me that it would pump into there. Let's see. Wow, that wall and floor are effed up. Thank God they're patched. But yeah, this this start has a lot of broken stuff. On the plus side, there's extra batteries once I repair them. Floor, batteries, bins. Come over here, grab my inventory, and I will shift click to pick up stuff. I'm going to grab those two chargers. There's a drill there. Here is my grinder, which I cannot currently hold. There's a bin and a floor. Okay, so I will just grab the grinder like this. I'm going to walk up this way. Place it down. I'm going to place these two down so I can pick up the grinder and put in my inventory. So, the GOT battery charger I will install right here. Items required first. Oh, it's being weird. Oh, it put this aluminum in my hand? That explains it. You need a free hand in order to install stuff. Can you please? Okay. And install done. We will install you there. Couple batteries over here. Don't need this patch. And I'll just hold this battery. Let's look at this battery. We will... Oh, right. Okay. We'll look at the battery charger. This is the GOT. So I will take my GOT battery, which is here in my hand, throw it in. And then the battery, the Halverson over here, can get the Halverson battery. And then I will take this salvage, and for now I'll throw it just like in a corner somewhere. Way down here. Scrap steel, the carbon fiber, the drink pouch I'll drop here. And that's my inventory as of now. Not that great because I don't have the backpack, but it will do. Oh, right. I need to install Hydra. Where do I want to install it? I could install it. There's wall right there. There's not wall there. I don't get why there's a wall here. I think I want to get rid of this wall entirely. Let's uninstall that wall. It feels like it's in a very inconvenient place. I'll put the Hydra right here. Have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Just shift that piece of wall over there. This bin, it's damaged. There's nothing much doing over there. We'll grab the Hydra, come back down here, install it. Yeah, right there. Because that wall is gone, I can now walk around it, which is nice. So I can actually get back here. Should I have the extinguisher back here? Probably not. Is it gonna stay there? You know it. And actually, because I have these N2, I have 3 N2 cans, I could switch around this pump. Oh, I need to repair it. I don't have what I need to repair it. So I'm going to go to orders. No. Install. N2 canisters. Do that. We'll do those 3. And then I will just move this over. And auto task installing these 3 N2 cans. Oh, right. It needs power. It needs power to the middle. We'll grab this piece of conduit now that all the Kangs are no longer here. And normally I go through orders, but it's just one spot that needs it to power up the Kang and finish installing all the bits. He's going to deliver floor patches around, which is fine to make sure I don't depressurize. Let him patch floor pieces. Eventually I will do a proper fix or replace. Alright, you're just doing some restores now. Let's turn off auto task, slow things down. Actually, I will link the PDA first. So, my PDA, this nav station, linked. The vessel name, this isn't hard. If anyone has a suggestion for a vessel name, go ahead and put it in chat. I would be very interested as to what you would call this vessel. But, time to use. I am legal, I have a license. Don't crash, good to remember. There are some things I might have forgotten about that. First, let's zoom out. K-Leg does rotate counterclockwise around the asteroid. So going something like this makes a lot of sense. Because by the time I'm done salvaging, K-Leg will probably be up north a bit. And this just is closer then. That actually looks like a pretty nice ship to salvage. There's potential, I think, in a ship. Whoa, that's a big sensor lock. I'll have to check you out. I'm going to check this one out first. So, comms console, we will dock info, request clearance to undock. Undocking's cleared. Let me real quick look at these cans. You are 100% gas. 100%, that's more than enough. All 3 of you are 100% because I believe they were uninstalled when I went to the kiosk. One more check. Plenty of battery life in both my small and my regular ship battery. I'll eventually repair those. Let's continue using. And comms console, we will undo the clamps. Go to nav control. And first we will just back off. Back off of K-Leg so we don't crash. So it is selected. That is our current target. First thing I'll do is rotate. So the BRG bridge, that shows your rotation relative to your target. I will start to turn left to get rid of the cross velocity, the V cross, so that my velocity is actually aimed directly at them. And I will lower my throttle a little bit to make this a little more accurate. There we go. That looks beautiful. 4 minutes away. I will leave and just turn on auto task, checking the roster, make sure restore and repair are active. So I will start repairing random stuff on the ship. And most people memorize the time, look at the clock, and figure out when they need to jump back into the nav station. But if you've linked your PDA, you can go in and click nav map. And now in my PDA, I am watching it. And if you look at the event log down below, the restorations are still happening, even though I can't see myself at all. So I can see my V-Cross, V-Rel, my ETA, my range. All of that stuff is right here. You can even mute your proximity warning here if you want. I want it on. So the ETA is we're coming in hot. We have about 30 seconds until collision. Even though the range is pretty far, we are only 25 seconds out. I'm going to max my throttle and start braking immediately. Hold. Whoa. Did I? Wow, I have a lot of throttle with this Hydra. That was actually incredibly fast deceleration. Let's lower that throttle. That was a little too intense. While we're closing in, I will hail it. Talk about docking. Oh, pause. I got the proximity alarm. Which means we're within the 5 kilometers. I'll go to the nav console, clear the proximity warning. Which 5 kilometers is what you need to actually get docking clearance. Okay. We will center this the best I can. And I like to keep the ATA between 5 and 10 seconds. See the relative velocity, the range. We'll start slowing down. We'll increase our throttle. Okay. Had to increase the throttle so we didn't crash. No big deal. And lower it back down. Our relative velocity is pretty low. Somewhere between 100 and 200. The clamps activate. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I screwed that up. I was not centered. I forgot to stay centered to clamp. Woo! I was 2 seconds away from a collision. Alright, my first derelict. So... Oh, hey, Amy, Alex, thank you. I am having a lot of fun already. Glad to see a lot of people are watching. If you're enjoying, don't forget to follow. You'll know when I go live. I also do Battle Brothers. I do a lot of games. Mostly it's been Battle Brothers, though. Some Stone Shard. And a few 1.0s lately from indie titles that I love, like this one. Hey, thank you so much. Of course, my follow thing is not working. So, one moment, please. Activity, where? Activity? Can you please tell me? Why can I... OBS is being annoying. I am so sorry for this. There it is. Artaxurial, thank you so much for the follow. Enjoy your follower emotes. Let's get this first thing salvaged. I'm actually interesting. I'm gonna press L, go to my power. So actually all of this power crap in the middle here, I could get rid of. Because I got rid of all those intakes. Because the power routes down here by the Hydra. Let's go back to default. Why would you have a switch attached to the transponder? I don't know. But this battery's dead, so I don't need to worry about that at least. God, the position of everything here is so weird. Oh, the switch is on the battery, not the transponder. Got it. But let's go. Let's throw on our pressure suit helmet. And, ooh, what is that? There's a PDA with a light on the floor there. I do have my tactical knife with me in case. For now, I'll put that on my inventory. Because it's so dark in here, I can't be sure that there isn't someone walking around ready to kill me. Nice, 2 racks. There's a beautiful turbo air pump here. Bunch of bins, cigarette boxes. As I'm doing the walk around, I'm gonna say uninstall for that. I want to uninstall these racks. I want to uninstall the pump. There's a bin here. I'm just going to uninstall it. I know I want it. I don't believe there's any actual people here. Whoa, thank you so much for that follow. Algebra. Algebra. Okay. Is that like algebra or the math? I wonder. I'm assuming it's the math. There's a nice little sink here, which I will definitely take. And there's a bin there. The math term. That's what I assumed, but you never know. People are weird. Oh, right. This one. See, look, this one has a Hydra here and usually a Hydra up here as well. This Hydra is damaged, but it's still definitely worth uninstalling and taking with me. Pump, the O2, the thruster here. There's a pump with an N2 can over there. They need to give a little more variety, in my opinion, on the types of wrecks you can find. Honey. Yeah, he's definitely an algebra. Not that. Orders. We'll keep marking for uninstalls. Is it worth a damaged heater? I'm gonna leave the damaged heater. I'm gonna have enough going on. Okay, the Hydra over here is gone. That is perfectly fine. We're gonna get more than enough out of this guy. Oh. Is there a door that... Yeah, there's a broken door that is blocking the way. I'm going to want some wall. I'm going to uninstall a chunk of wall to get in there. Meanwhile, while that is going, I'll say to haul this, uninstall this bin, that bin, that bin. I see a bin over there. Speed that up a little bit. I want to grab this PDA. I'll look in here. I'll probably just grab the PDA right away. Yeah. Which means inventory, open it up, grab the PDA. It is locked. I get the hacking skill. When you create your character, always get the hacking skill. I think it's the most valuable thing. This PDA would sell for virtually nothing locked, if anyone would actually take it. However, when you hack it, there's a bunch of data inside that can be worth a lot. I've had these go for like $10,000 or $20,000 when they're hacked. orders. We will continue the uninstalls. A lot of these bins I'm gonna have to watch will probably end up in the floor. Speaking of floor, 2 subfloor bins here. These count as flooring, so I'll quick check flooring and uncheck it. Sometimes there can be a kitchen fridge there. This door is broken. There's 1 seat, a smoke alarm, which I will, sure, I'll grab a smoke alarm. So there is no way into here right now. I'm just gonna pry this door. You can't pry it. What? I have a crowbar. I have a free hand. Why can I not pry you? That's okay. I'll come down here. Just bust through another wall. Let's just uninstall more walls, because I'll need it anyway. Speed up a little bit. Okay. I can't walk there? Yes, I can. Alright, back to the orders. Back to the uninstall orders. We want this thruster. And here, yeah, there are pieces from a torch drive. Damaged cooler, not worth taking. MHD generator, pellet feeder. So the text color you've chosen for... Yeah, I need to fix that. I wish it was an easy fix. I need to choose a new tool to show the text. If you want, for now, I could just disable it. If you think it's bothering you, I could disable it for now, but yeah, that would take me a little too long to fix at this moment. So sorry about that. I know it's a bit of a pain. You can also hold Alt if you have a hard time seeing things here to better see. Alright, sounds good. I'll leave it for now in case people are on, say, a phone or tablet and not seeing the chat at all. If it's not bothering anyone. We will mark more things for uninstall. Checking out this corner. Sometimes there is a... there's not. Often there's a CO2 scrubber over there on this ship, which is always a nice find. See, there's the CO2 can here. The canister's here, but unfortunately the scrubber did not survive. There's a core pump here. It is damaged, but if I can repair that, that's gonna be some nice money. Oh, and there's a bin here and 2 core liners. Let's see, this bin is full. I really don't want to forget these liners, and I can't put them in my backpack. So I am going to mark the bin to uninstall, and I'll go to loose and make sure I haul the liners. So I really don't want to forget those ablative core liners. And let's double check. Everything looks pretty good. Not interested in the damaged cooler or the damaged heater over there. But this is what I'm going to be salvaging for my first run. I will probably need to build off of my ship a little bit to make room for all this junk. So let's auto task it. Let him go. I will speed things up, and I will, with a haul marker, just follow him around. So the AI is finally... Where did that bin go? The bin's in the wall. The AI is finally smart enough to come in and fix suffocation. So I don't need to cancel the auto task. Oh, that loose bin, it will not let me... Wait, why can't I haul that? Okay, I can. Welcome one and all. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to follow me. Also, if you want to have input on what I play in the future, please join my Discord. Links down in the description. He was very far from done uninstalling that, so I'm gonna walk in myself real quick. And then continue the uninstall and turn on auto task. And back to speed running this derelict. Why am I blanking on how to do this? Wow. And you're uninstalling here. I'm definitely going to need more space. That antenna's broken. I don't think antennas are worth it. Let me see. It is a $2 sign. It might be worth grabbing and repairing. Haul. I am shocked that so far these bins have not been ending up in the walls. There we go. We'll mark that bin to haul even though it's in a wall. I may have to uninstall some wall to grab it. But if I do, I do. I'm gonna need more, as I keep saying, I'm gonna need more wall. Ooh, there's a... Oops. Sorry, I did not mean to cancel your action. I just saw a bin in the floor. So I will go floor, uninstall. There. No. Bin. And then cancel that floor piece. And keep going. I will want to get rid of chunks of floor. Let's... Oh, why is auto task not on? Bin. That bin will probably end up back in the wall there. Yep. This bin will likely end up in the wall. Corner bin goes there. Side bin. You're close enough to finishing. You won't suffocate on your own. Where did that bin go? Hold Alt. There's the bin. And thank you for the follow, Fuzzy Ginger. That's great. Okay. Yeah. I'll check you out. Let me write that down. Just gonna copy your name, go to Notepad and paste that so I don't forget. All right. Not sure how long I'll be streaming. Probably for a while because this is a 1.0 release day. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Get that thruster. Here comes the big stuff. The MHD generator. It is damaged. The pellet feeder is not. So that's really where the money is with what I have right now. This is taking too long. I don't want my guy to suffocate. So I will manually pull him in. It's annoying. But I think what's really annoying is that I'll wait for the O2 pressure alarm to end. put my helmet back on and go back to the generator and continue the uninstall. The most annoying thing is that it did not get the backpack spawn in the supplies. All right, this is where the money is. Let's do this. All right, auto task. Oh, did it? I don't see any dropped frames. That's odd. Usually OBS is really good at telling me when something is being dropped. You just started that, so I will pull you back. Get rid of that warning. And then there's the thruster. We will continue to uninstall you. Oh, no, no, no. Don't go around that way. Just go back inside. And turn on auto task. Now, this is so much easier if you have an EVA suit. And this is not the end of the world. Let's just finish it. I'm feeling very unwell. Yeah, I guess I'm suffocating, but I've had worse. Right? We've had worse days on the job than suffocating. Come on. Corner will go into the wall there, I guarantee you. It did not. It ended up on the floor. How nice. Alright, getting these floor bins I saw. And you just started. Let's go. Inventory, take the helmet off. Don't die. We will continue the uninstall. And turn on auto task. And moving on. Back to orders. Hauling. And now we're starting to haul, it looks like. And I'm just going to let it go. Yes, we're bleeding a lot of oxygen, but it's fine. That's pennies compared to what we'll get. And when he comes in, he'll often, after a few trips, he'll just take his helmet off and on again. Like that. The AI can very conveniently just anticipate needing to take the helmet off at times. And sometimes it does it way too much. Doing the orders does allow me to... Oh god, that was a long trip. That sucked. I really should have opened up a few more holes in the wall besides this one. I might have just enough room. It's gonna be tight, but I think I might have enough room. I have plenty of time in the shift still to make money. Why did you slow down? There's plenty of gas in the O2 canister. There's no CO2 alarm. Let's just keep going. And then... Oh, you can't reach that one? Let's go uninstall a wall over here. Oh, hold up. You don't have a helmet on. Let's not die in space, in the vacuum of space, shall we? Put your helmet on, sir. Back to auto task. That was my 1-year-old daughter sneaking in. Bin here. We'll dump the trash. And since I have the bin in my hands and I've slowed down, I will throw some stuff in the bin. These things that don't stack. Turn auto task back on. And you are not following it. Okay. All right. Time to slow down again. This PDA, I'm going to unlock it. I have to do it anyway. May as well. We're going to use the hacking skill to unlock it. Finish cracking. Finish using. And then we can look at the inventory. There's a power viz, which I have the power viz already, and this one's damaged. It'll be good to sell. A quick look at my haul. Let's grab that. That is full of coveralls, t-shirt, and 2. And that, we'll throw this into the bin. And you know what? There's a smoke alarm here we can throw in the bin as well. Just check out ammo. Interesting. We got some bullets. But what I'm going to do is go over here and we are going to grab as much as we can. Please don't let me forget where these tools are, guys. Crashed here too. Can you guys see me now? There was just one crash, been fine since. Okay. An interesting issue there. I'm not entirely sure what happened. All right, back in. So I unloaded my tote, accept my salvage permit. I think you need that on you to not get harassed by police. Take my helmet off while I'm inside, throw it back on. Okay. Let's look for stuff like this motor, motherboard that works, electric parts. Don't think I'm going to take that seat unless at the very end. Unless at the very end I have room. Electronics. There's a poster there, not worth taking. Come down here. Anything? There's a random shoe there. CO2 alarm. I don't think I need it. Let's get rid of this wall here. Why are you doing that? Oh, you don't have the tools. Right, I dropped my tools. I'm a genius. I'll grab floor a little later. Combat engineering textbook. That sounds like it's worth money. Hygiene packs and a motherboard. Trash. There's a screen here. Let's go find somewhere to put all this junk. Sure, I mean, I don't necessarily want it directly, but for all the repairs I want to do, you are full. Come in. There's a bin right there. Open her up. Compression leggings and a t-shirt. Sink. Another bin. You have trash and a spare slot. Bin has inventory space. I hate doing this, but unfortunately, this is the most efficient way right now. Put the hygiene packs in. These are not full stacks even. Put the mechanical parts just to put something in it. What the heck? Let's check it out. Ooh, liquor. Good to know. Empty bottles. Thruster. Big bin. No. Ooh, a toothbrush. Nice. Throw that in, and let's get back to salvaging. I'm going to dump out the trash. Don't need it, don't want it. Oh, there's a bin here that I missed. I will uninstall. Right, you don't have the tools. That's okay. I will get that later. Trash. Nothing in there. Let's move into this last area. Whoops. Get rid of that trash. Don't want it. Usually I will take doors. This broken door, though, I am not that interested in. I just don't think it's worth grabbing a broken door. Almost done. Grab the conduits, the electrics. Ooh, an IR sensor. That's actually big. On derelicts, this is something I found out while in the pre-release build I got over the last week. The IR sensor, infrared, on derelicts, if they have a torch drive, a fusion core, the IR sensor will pick up activity if there's a torch drive on the ship. So I am going to uninstall this and definitely take it with me. With that said, I think I've grabbed just about everything interesting here. I'm going to come back in, drop off these other things that I grabbed. That bin is full. Where's the next bin? I believe it's you. Knuckle dusters, interesting. Got brass knuckles, because why not? More bullets. I'm going to hold the bullets, so if I find more, I can stack them. Put the motors and the food in there. Random wall piece. Let's keep going. This bin has a PDA. Right, that's the PDA bin. So I'm actually running low on spaces to put stuff in random bins. Really? It looks like I might have filled every single bin that I found. So I'll come back over here. I'll grab my tools, put them back in my inventory, drop this random stuff. There are a few spots left, but I need to finish these last two uninstalls. So we'll auto task it. It'll put the helmet back on. I'm not worried about this motor or this heat sink. I've got enough going on right now. All right, that bin I can fit in. Oh, there's a bin right there I missed. Maybe I do have room for all this junk. But really, I have inventory space on me for it. Oh, there's a bottle in my hands. And I did fill that one. Okay. I believe there's a spot right there on the floor. A spot there, a spot there. There's a couple individual spots. Not much, though. Where did that bin go? Let me pick up that bin. Heat sink, a drink pouch. Pull it in, drop it down. We will start our trip back to K-Leg with our first haul. Do I want to upgrade? I do, but I want to make sure I make the shift payment, and I will get distracted and possibly miss it if I don't go back. Let's use the nav console. I might go back nice and slow. There's K-Leg. We'll go comms console, dock info, request clearance to undock. We'll unclamp, and this, when you unclamp with a derelict, you're not sure what the rotation is currently. So sometimes you're actually, if you go to the nav console and zoom in on yourself, right now I'm facing away, but there are a lot of times where I rotate and face towards and end up crashing if I'm not careful. But we are going to be able to pull away, go like this. Let's take off our helmet. No reason to have that on right now. And go back to using... Alright, and let's fix our rotation. We'll fix our relative velocity. Lower our throttle so that I can get more accurate with this. Perfect, actually. Alright, I'm 0.01 off for my rotation. So right now it'll take me 12 minutes to get there. And that's fine, because I have a lot of repairing to do. Orders. I'm going to go to loose and say repair. And I want to focus on repairing my hull. Everything that's loose that needs to get repaired, we will prioritize that over just random restorations. We will cancel the action there and go to auto task. And do what I do, let it restore. Check the nav map. Our ETA to K-Leg is 11 minutes. 55. Let's speed things up a little bit. I'll do this just so you can see my guy running around repairing. It's around 1605 that will hit. And we'll get a proximity warning well before. Our relative velocity is pretty low, so I'm not worried about hitting. That's a long repair just on this one bin, huh? This is a good use of time, though, because you want to repair these anyway, and I'm not getting docking fees, and I'm not using the N2 to fly. With that said, we will go back to using, because I think we're getting close. Yeah, we're less than 10 kilometers away. We will go very slightly to try and cancel out the V-cross. I am very, very well on, though. 360.00. Normally that says 0.00. I am like a few thousandths of a degree off. Not bad, though. We're getting close to 5 kilometers. So I will go to the comms. I will hail K-Leg and talk about docking. Letting it go. Proximity alarm, so I'm within 5 kilometers. We'll just go to gate A. I will pause real quick just to clear that proximity warning. And I'm actually going to mute proximity warnings now before I forget. Because I'm going to be docked. There's nothing that I'm going to be colliding with. So we're coming in. I'm going to make sure I'm centered this time so I don't crash into anything. Got a slight rotation going on. I keep having to tap left to null out my V-cross. But start slowing down some. Don't want to collide. And there we go. Clamp it up. You can clamp while paused. Thank God. That's one of the things I'm really happy about. And we are back. I will go back to auto task. Go to this bin. We'll continue restoring that bin. And then go back to auto task. The biggest thing we have to look out for right now is our batteries, honestly. My stir welder is going to run out of battery relatively fast, as well as my power drill. But really it's the welder that always goes out first. Pellet feeder is being restored. That's using up the power drill, it looks like, and the soldering iron. Yeah, that pellet feeder is going to be a big chunk of money. All right, 21%. Before I continue, we'll go to the Halverson. Inventory on it. Grab the welder. We will throw a new battery in the welder. And what else? The power drill. Probably worth going and putting a new battery in the power drill as well. So they're both at 100%. Back to auto task. And repairing everything. I'll do this on 16x speed. It shouldn't take too long. Once repairs are done, I will go first to the black market, see what he wants, because he almost always pays the most. After that, I will look at we buy scrap and licenses, because depending on the item, one will pay more than the other, but they're right next to each other. There are certain things we can compare. Usually, I'm going to tell you, usually the license desk spends more than scrap, so I might be lazy and just bring everything to the license desk. If I had an EVA suit, when you first dock, you want to immediately go up to the battery charger if you don't have one on your ship to start charging your EVA suit battery. Yeah, we'll get this all repaired. We'll get proper atmosphere. Get an N2 pump going in here. I do have plans for a much more proper airlock, but I will have to manually use it if I want to do it. I think it's worth it just for aesthetics to use a more proper airlock. It will take 8 signal boxes because I need a signal that toggles to vacuum and refill the air. I need a signal that's a delay to have a delay between toggling it on and it'll automatically toggle off. And then I need to build an XOR logic gate, which I'm going to end together in an OR and a NOR to get an XOR. I'll explain this more later when we finally build it out. But then you can suck the air out. It'll get the majority. I'm not going to have the timer go more than 60 seconds. It will get the majority of air out, but it won't get absolutely everything because pumps slow down as the pressure differential equalizes and it becomes harder to pump out. I will also want I will want 12 turbo pumps for it and 3, 6, 9, 12 generic canisters. It's going to be a project, but I think it's going to be fun. So, hey, as long as you're enjoying yourself, you know? Ooh, what do I need here? Unable to comply. You need... Cannot open airlock without space helmet. What? Oh, get these mechanical parts out of your hands so you can actually grab stuff. Let's check how our batteries are doing. Surprisingly well. Oh, check this battery. An hour 17. Okay. I've gotten trapped inside my ship before because I forget to check how much power is in these batteries. But yeah, all batteries are looking good. Anyone have any questions about this game? I've got about 150 hours in the game, so I know some stuff. There is a lot I don't know, and there's a lot more that I've probably forgotten. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, there's an N2 can there. I could just install it in place, flip the pump around, uninstall this generic canister, and have N2 pumping in. I don't believe you start with an N2 alarm installed on this ship. The O2 alarm is way down here. Where are all the alarms? There's a smoke alarm here. There's optical sensor. Well, first thing I'm going to do is finish repairing. Nice. The MHD generator is being repaired. My one wish is that after a repair, it would mark it for restore. I really wish it would. It doesn't, is what it is. See, there was that. Here's the core pump. So that and the core pump, I want to make sure to actually restore as well. You need scrap and you need steel. I don't have enough steel to repair the core pump. Okay. Is what it is. I'm kind of surprised because I feel like I grabbed a lot of stuff. Ah, the IR sensor. That's something I'm going to install on my ship. But let's finish getting things repaired, shall we? Okay, are you done? You don't have carbon fiber, really? Okay, Well, he cannot finish repairing these last things. Need carbon fiber and steel. Maybe I'll just buy those. 99. So batteries are a little low. I will replace the batteries one more time. Oh God, you didn't. The auto, when it replaces batteries, will place batteries in the dumbest of places. So I honestly have no idea where my extra Halverson battery is. That is so frustrating. Oh, why don't you just do a straight swap? A straight swap would make so much sense, and then the battery would be charging. But it's not even in my inventory. Tell me it did it with this one as well. It did not. So thankfully I know where my GOT battery is. Unfortunately, the Halverson battery is MIA. All right, let's deal with that in a minute. For now, I am going to go talk to my black market contact, see if I can make some money. Returning to Caled. So it talks about different sections that you can go through the transit, the black market, and the gig nexus. It should really tell you about the gig nexus the first time you're here. There's dead people. Okay. There is someone unconscious here. I could grab their toolbox. There's also there's this crate here. They need to fix this still. Look at this. There's someone else here who, I think they might be dead. Oh no, they're just unconscious. Okay. Why are there crates everywhere? They really need to fix what happens. There's simulation on stations while you're not there. That is something that I don't think they should have released in 1.0 with that issue still around. I know that they've got several times they have tried to fix it. Sometimes they suffocate, sometimes they just starve. Alright, black market. That's neither here nor there. What do you want that I have? Please tell me something. Alright, so you want RCS thrusters. I have 2 refurbished ones for you. The MHD generator. Eventually I'll get a new one. For now I need the money. Then the pellet feeder. You would almost certainly take the fusion core pump, but unfortunately I do not have that repaired right now. Just quick glances into these, like maybe the knuckle dusters he would take. I'm gonna be honest, I doubt there's anything in these bins that he is interested in. Ooh, there's a backpack in one of the racks. That is huge. I really need the extra inventory space. I'll gladly take that backpack. And there's an extra... Where is the extra PDA? Where did you go? You are in a bin somewhere. I'm gonna find a PDA now. There we go. Here's the PDA. He's not going to want the PDA itself. That I'll sell somewhere else. But all of this data... Like, look, there's incriminating evidence that obviously the black market will buy. more crimes. So I will toggle all of those to sell. And look at that. Like, so currently I'm at 24,700. If I toggle all of these, that's almost $20,000 more. And these would be worth money at, say, the license desk, but not nearly as much. And this is why you always, always when you create a character, want to make sure you get hacking. So that you can get stuff like this for 20,000 because I found a PDA. We'll accept that. Now we have plenty of money. Go to the finances, and I'm going to pay off for this shift because we only have 15, closer to 14 minutes before the shift ends. I don't want to be dinged with any penalties. Got K-Leg, all the ports just nickel and dime you. Power hookup and disconnect, air exchange, fuel connection, and then obviously your docking fee, your facilities fee in case you pee here, I guess, which you get charged whether or not you do, so flush all the toilets all the time. We could prepay some extra on the mortgage, but I actually want to build up cash reserves so I can flip some derelicts. I'll pay minimum. Everything for this shift has been paid. And now we will go access the transit. Go back to the license desk and see what they will buy. Don't forget to follow, guys, if you're enjoying. Love to have you guys around. And you get some free follower emotes. So we'll trade since we have a license. These core liners. See, look, 33.52. And then at the scrap, if we sell the core liners, 27.81. It's like $600 more. If you don't have the black market, almost always sell at the license. In fact, if you assume the license desk is better, you'll almost always come out on top. This one scrap aluminum. I don't know where you are. Just get rid of you. You're sitting on a floor somewhere. One scrap. Get rid of this used liner. Okay. And if there's any bins, I want that. I would like a toothbrush, but my hygiene's been pretty well. Empty pain relief bottle. I'm gonna sell a single width bulkhead bins. This triple I definitely want to keep. Triples are worth a lot more to me. And a like new toothbrush, only lightly used, guys. Hey, you gotta use what you can find in space, right? Oh, Lord. We have only a lightly used toothbrush. Turbo air pumps I will keep. I'm going to replace the air pumps I currently have. Unfortunately, a damaged hydro that I have not been able to repair yet. I'm going to find plenty of motors and heat sinks. If it didn't sell, I'm not interested in keeping it. Some canisters, the ones that are worth a lot more are because they have a lot more N2 in them. I'll just sell a few of those. Regular air pumps I will sell. Bulkhead bin. Nice to have a few of these. The wine bottles, I believe, have 2 slots, where the drink pouches only have 1. But it takes 1 inventory space. So I'll keep the wine bottle. Empty sink. Bulkhead bin. Here's the combat engineering. Oh, I can learn combat engineering from this textbook. Or I could sell it. I will keep it. You know what? I'll keep it. Means I'm going to keep the bulkhead bin it's in for now. I'm going to sell this bin. I want the hygiene packs, so I'll just sell the cigarettes in here. I'm sure I'll find a new CO2 canister by the time I find a scrubber. Scrubbers are only really needed for far distance travel, because you're not going to be on the ship for that long of a period. You keep docking here, and the scrubbers at K-Leg will just handle your CO2. I will keep a few of these corner bulk bins and the subfloor bins to install. There are 2 random damage pressure suits that they don't want. I don't blame you. I'll sell the brass knuckles. I have a knife. Information about how to keep an environment safe. Don't need it. Another pressure suit that's actually in decent condition. Single bulkhead. An O2 canister. I'm going to find plenty of those. I'm selling it. Let's see, is there anything here? I have a lot of motors. Let's open these up. Yeah, you just sell. Water sells for a lot. I should be able to just go to bathrooms in here. This refurbished smoke alarm I will sell. Here is the PDA. See, the power viz that I already has still sells for a good amount. That's another almost 2,000. So I made about 22,000 off of a one slot PDA because I was able to hack it. Ooh, there's the handgun in these random yellow coveralls. I will sell all the cigarettes. T-shirt, some shoes. Maybe I'll keep a pair of shoes. No, I'll find more. Just get rid of them. I don't need them. Keep food. The IR sensor I'm going to install. Despite the price, I have no intention of getting rid of that. Some vodka I will sell. And there's 16,000 more. Looking good over here. Now's the part that's a little bit of a headache, because I still have a lot of crap over here. It's time to repair stuff. Let me restore, let me repair. Time to fix up my ship a little bit. I have a good amount of buffer money. There's bins that are already on the walls that I want to repair. This pump I will uninstall. And this pump I will also uninstall. Because I have 2 turbo pumps that I can do. Let's stand up, uninstall that pump. Uninstalled. We need to uninstall this canister here. And then there should be a loose N2 canister or 2 somewhere. Have you start repairing while I'm looking around. There's the N2. I'm going to let him finish repairing this bin. We'll grab that pump, move it, and install the N2 there. And equipped, we'll repair this bin. What are you picking up? Where are you going? Go install that N2 that I said. Thank you. What? So I need a bunch of steel. Aluminum. Where are the turbo pumps? We'll install HVAC. Turbo pump. Install one there, install one there. Get an N2 and an O2 pump. Ooh. Let's slow down a bit. This emergency wire that goes around, I want to get rid of. I did not pull conduit off of that ship. Huh. I guess in my next ship, I will pull conduit. Conduit can make you good money. Alright, he's just in an infinite loop trying. What is wrong here? Alright, I'm going to cancel these placeholders. I don't know why they're having issues. Can I install there? Yes, I can. I have another turbo air pump here. I will install it right there. We will go to the control panels. Turn these to auto and turbo. Go to the control panel. Turbo and auto. Oh, right. I need to connect them to the actual sensors, don't I? So pump, this is the O2 pump. Let's unscrew the panel, connect the input. There's the O2 alarm. There's the thermostat. Smoke alarm, CO2 alarm. That's going to the O2. And then where is the N2 alarm that I found? That's going to take me just a moment to find. Let's see. Canister. Bin. Leggings and t-shirt. Sure. Why are you not sold? Grab the hole patch off the floor. What's your inventory here? Mechanical parts. Oh, my battery. Yes. Oh my god. Please throw that in and start charging it. I'm so lucky I found that battery. Hygiene packs. There is also a backpack somewhere I really want to grab. Electrical parts. Toothbrush. I'm definitely keeping a triple wide. There's a bin here that is empty. Okay. throw crap into this bin. I guess I'm keeping this bin, so I'll put the hygiene packs. I'll put this in here. Oh. There's an extra pressure suit there. Floor. Here's another bin. And another bin. A patch. There's an O2 bottle. Bin with food. IR sensor. I'm going to install you probably right here. I'll put it right here between the batteries. I cannot. It's blocked because of the wall there. Maybe I'll put it there. So I need to move the battery charger down one. Let's put it next to the optical sensor. I think that's where it makes the most sense. Unless I can put it right where the nav is. Can put it right there next to the nav. That's fine. What is with this rip handgun? It only shoots 1 or 2 bullets. Okay, maybe that's not as useful as I was hoping it was. I am still trying to find this N2 alarm that I swear I found on that derelict. Here's the very last thing, the rack down here. There's another O2 bottle. Whoop. Where did the O2 bottle that I had go?